Hello, folks. The time has come for the most anticipated test series of the modern day test cricket. The fierce battle between two best teams in the world, India and Australia. The Border Gavaskar Trophy is here. Welcome to Paddyfield Cricketer.
Before discussing what's upcoming, let's see what's the fuss about. Like, why is BGT so important? There are a lot of test series going around. India is going to many cricketing nations to play test cricket. But what makes Australia special?
So, as we know, BGT series is a prestigious series started in a way to honor the legends of both the teams, Alan Border and Sunil Gavaskar. So it started in 1996 as only a one-off test in Firozshah Kotla. In that test, India dominated and India won easily by 7 wickets. But over the years, the intensity of the game increased a lot, and we have seen the most important thing is not winning at the home but away. So most important match which happened at the start of the this Border Gavaskar Trophy is the 2001 series which held in India. So we can see that epic comeback by India after getting follow on, and VVS Lakshman and Dravid made a historic win for us. So that was one of the main or epic moments in Border Gavaskar Trophy. So next comes the Australia's dominant series where they won the Test series in India in 2004-5 after 38 years. That is one of their moments in the Border Gavaskar Trophy, and is the only occasion where Australia won in India a series in Border Gavaskar Trophy. If you look at the stats, India has dominated way above Australia, winning 10 series out of the 16 Border Gavaskar Trophy, and Australia winning only 5, and one series India retained, or it ended in a row, and India eventually retained. Then we're looking at the run scored and most runs scored or the wickets. Sachin Tendulkar dominating the run column as expected, 3,262 runs, and Nathan Lyon leading the wicket with a 112. So in the recent past, India completely dominated the Border Gavaskar Trophy, winning 4 consecutive ones. And in 2018-19, India registered their first serious victory in Australian soil. And that series, we have seen Pujara winning the Man of the Series. He dominated and he scored few centuries, and he has like registered his place in the Indian as a wall of India. And followed by 2019-20, India again registered their epic series win in Australia, and we all know we had a lot of series made out of that, like especially the Gaba test where India has gone through the fortress in Gaba, and Rishabh Pant was the man of the match. But Pat Cummins played really well, and he was the man of the series in that tournament. And the recent one, 2020-23, India has outplayed Australia and simply won the match, won the series, and Ashwin and Jadeja gone through the Australian batters and sharing the man of the series.
Looking towards upcoming BGT, we'll have a short look on how the year 2024 went for both the teams. How was it for Australia in Test match cricket, and even for India? So looking at Australia, they had a pretty good year. They had a couple of Test matches against Pakistan at home. They convincingly defeated Pakistan all ends out. And then it was a West Indies 2-match Test series where it was 1-1. The Gaba again, West Indies breached Gaba in a day-night Test match. And after that, Australian team travelled to New Zealand and defeated New Zealand 2-0. So I would say, if apart from that one Gaba breaching by West Indies, the whole year in Test match cricket looked really good for Australia, and they are coming very strong into the BGT 2024-25. And if we look at India for India's current form in Test cricket by looking into 2024 matches, we had a shared 1-1 against South Africa in South Africa away, and then defeated England 4-1. England won that first match, created a bit of a havoc, but then a complete 4-1 uh, yeah win by India. Then later on at home. Then came in Bangladesh again at home. We know what happened. Happened very recently. 2-0 destroyed Bangladesh, and then the destruction came to us. New Zealand came in. We know 3-0 completely. So I would say India is out of the two. As I said, Australia should be pretty confident uh, by only looking at this year's performances, but India should be a little tensed because at home 3-0, we know it happened for the first time. There was never a whitewash in Indian cricketing history, and the collapse of the batting lineup, no runs from the lower order, spinners not doing as good as the New Zealand spinners. Nothing went well for India.
India's not batting well against Spain, if you see that.
Yes. I remember Simon Toole, the New Zealand commentator, saying, "Gone are the days where India are recognized as a spin-playing batting lineup. It's not like that anymore. India is just like any other country in the world where, if it comes good spin, they will struggle."
I think only because of the peak form performance of Ashwin and Jadeja over the years that their batsman doesn't have to do much because always they are winning by an innings or something. Somehow they are managing it.
Right.
So now it's a different game for the team.
Right. Just going a little bit into how that went for New Zealand, because we did not talk about the New Zealand series at all. 3-0 is not easily digestible. It should be pretty much worrying because in test match cricket, what makes test match beautiful is like something like when Harsha Bhogle said, life is like a test match where you get a second innings, where you get a second chance to do it all over again and to resolve the mistakes and give a pretty good comeback. But the thing with India is no one in the batting order had that patience to live it out. They had completely gone for somehow making runs. I don't know, maybe the T20 batting style has an effect, something like that. But I would really like to say no one played a Pujara. How we have seen Pujara over the years, how Pujara batted out the particular Gaba test which you talked about, 50 runs in 200 balls. It was Pujara getting hit everywhere on this side of his body, but not getting out. Made 50 crucial runs, but tired out Hazelwood, Stark, and Cummins, which ultimately helped Rishabh Pant to score those many runs in quick succession, and ultimately India winning. So no one played a Pujara. What do you think about the patience factor of it?
It is like if you see nowadays how the players in our lineup plays, they are going for like 70 balls, 50 or around 80 strike rate or 50 strike rate. They are in that T20 mentality. So that doesn't work out anymore if you go to Australia also. They have to wear out the bowlers. That is not we couldn't see any of the players in the current lineup who can do that. Maybe KL Rahul has a kind of thing to do like that, but we are not sure about that also because of his recent form or comeback from injury. So what is going to happen here? So that is a big hole in our squad currently. Like Pujara, we have Rahane also in the similar mindset, the way of style of playing. He can bowl how to bat out the bowlers. But let's see. That is a big hole in our squad currently.
I mean, Virat Kohli used to do that, but again, form is concerning. Recent form is concerning. But let's hope it doesn't matter for Virat Kohli.
As you always say, form is temporary, class is permanent. So hoping for a good series for him.
Virat Kohli as well, yeah. And similar to the last visit to Australia, Rohit Sharma is not playing the first match. Shubman Gill might, the headlines broke out today morning, Shubman Gill might miss the first test because of a thumb fracture, I believe. And yeah, so that doesn't also look good. Jaiswal is in his form of his life, but his first time in Australia, it might not be very easy. Um so yeah, let's see. So the conclusion is, from the current form, Australia looks strong. India looks a little tensed. Should be looking a little tensed. Should be looking a little worried. But yeah, let's hope they pull something off here. Now let's have a little detailed look into the squad. I guess we'll start with India. And the key takeaways here I notice is Rohit Sharma is there as the captain, but we don't know when he's going to come back. Probably for the second test, hopefully.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, he might not be playing the first test. Then Dhruv Jurel has had a really good match, form in Australia when India A was playing Australia A. So I guess Dhruv Jurel should be in the playing 11. Then yeah, Abhimanyu Easwaran gets a chance finally.
hopefully, I don't know whether
I mean, in the squad.
mix, yeah,
Yeah,
in the
in the
squad. Yeah.
So Nitish Kumar Reddy is in the squad. Aga Steve is in the squad. Harshit Rana is in. Prasidh Krishna is in. So we have a lot of new faces in the bowling lineup. I think it's just Mohammad Siraj and Jasprit Bumrah who has been in the pace bowling lineup. We are also missing Mohammad Shami, which would be a miss. Uh, I think only those two are the experienced in Australia. Rest all are new faces. What do you think about the bowling lineup?
Bowling lineup, like if you see where we come from Gaba, we had a very inexperienced lineup. Still, we are able to win the same situation like injury concerns plus very inexperienced bowling lineup also apart from Bumrah. Siraj has been good in Australia, but if you see his recent forms, I think he's wicketless in most of the innings. So that is a bit of concern, even though he's very good in overseas condition. But I think he will come back strongly in the series. He can be a good partnership to Bumrah. But I feel Akash Deep has little more like because of his pace and all. He will be like partnershiping with Bumrah. Like we'll go with Bumrah, Akash Deep, and Siraj. That combination should work out for me. Yeah.
Okay, and what do you think about the spin lineup? Who will play? Jadeja, Ash, and Washington Sundar are in the mix.
Being a top wicket taker, Ashwin, he should play, but concerning about his batting abilities. But he's a good batter, but still, he, recently, if you have seen his performance with the bat is less. But I will go for Sundar because of his how he has played. Our positive in this New Zealand series is Sundar. So we'll go with Sundar and one left armer, Jadeja.
So India is going with a pretty fresh lineup. I would say a lot of youngsters coming in. If you look at Australia, I would say it's pretty much a settled down side. It's a stable side, and it's very similar to how the squad looked like 2 years ago. Because the pace bowlers, they're still there. The trio is still there. Stark is playing, Cummins is playing, Hazelwood is playing, and the highest wicket taker in BGT, Nathan Lyon, is also playing.
But if you see, we all are talking about the trio, but they have to fear the new man Bolland. He is more dangerous, I feel. Like
Scott Boland.
Yeah, Scott Bolland. Yeah.
And the batting lineup looks pretty easy to pick a 11. Khwaja, the new, I think, upcoming Nathan McSweeney, Steve Smith, Labuschagne, Travis Head, Alex Carey, maybe Mitchell Marsh here or there, and yeah, Australia are ready to play.
English is also there. He's also having a good recent series in white ball cricket, so he also.
Yeah. So that's how the squads are also looking like. Now, what do you think? Who's gonna be a key player or some of the key players for India in BGT?
For me, in the batting department, Jaiswal is going to be the top performer. He has to play if India is going to win the series or getting into the Test Championship final. I think Jaiswal will be one of the top performers. Then in the bowling department, for me, Bumrah he has to have a big impact in the game. So Bumrah will be one of the performer from India.
From Australia's side, I think it will be a mix and match. But again, how Steve Smith plays and Labuschagne plays, I think that's the crucial partnership which Australia always depends upon. Those two batters, what they can do. And Travis Head is the modern day Adam Gilchrist. So yeah, you can never say how many runs he makes, and he's pretty good against India. So that will also be a concern. And from the bowling perspective, I think Pat Cummins, the captain Pat Cummins, have never been more fierce. He's really good as a captain and extremely good as a pace bowler. He swings it both ways. Rohit Sharma should be looking for that incoming ball to the stumps. So my prediction for the BGTs, I think from the current form, from that revenge mood which Australia should be in, I think Australia is gonna take it back this time. Border Gavaskar Trophy. It should be a pretty good fight. I hope it's a very good fight. But I think it might go for a 3-1. Hopefully, I mean, I don't know why a test match could be a draw, because Indian batters have never shown that patience to bat it out recently. They're always going for runs and getting out in the weirdest of ways. But yeah, hoping a draw here or there. I'm going for 3-1 in the favor of Australia.
As an optimistic Indian fan, I am predicting 4-1 for India.
Okay.
So, going for that, and India reaching the World Chess Championship final.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not sure they are going to win the final, but I'm hoping they are going to reach the final. Yeah.
Then I think, yeah, that's it from us for this time. But yeah, just going around the social media at this point of time, there are several memes which shows actually the hype about BGT, like how people after the New Zealand series are actually concerned about India going to Australia and batting it out. If they cannot play an Ajaz Patel, a Sadner, and a Matt Henry in Indian pitches, and when they struggled against this lineup in Indian pitches, how are they gonna manage the fierce pace and bounce from the trio Stark, Hazelwood, and Cummins? That's a little bit concerning, but it's good to see how much people actually are waiting for the BGT. I saw a meme like waking up at Indian time. The match starts. If it's a day match, it starts at 6 o'clock around. Most of the test matches 6 o'clock around it. So the memes are like when you wake up at 7:30. You wake up at 7:30 and see Bumrah and Suraj doing their best with the bat.
One more thing, like recently last T20, Tilak Varma and Sanju scored, right? 287. So the meme was like, this is going to, the high score which are going to happen for India in BGT is way less than that. We are not going to reach that also. That is one of things we are seeing. But people are eagerly waiting for it, that BGT is.
Yeah. And it's really good to see people are waiting for Test cricket in this modern day where T20s.
Plus, as you see, Ashes has been the most anticipated, always serious. But I think in the last decade, VGT has earned that spot as a bilateral series. How tough the competition is.
Then that's it from Paddyfield Cricketer for this time. Let's hope no great injuries come in like last year. It has already started, but let's hope everything resolves. and we get the full squad available for the whole 5 series. Let's have Hitman back, and yeah, all the best to Team India, and let's see you in the next episode.